Good morning, student. In our last video in chapter 2 physics, we have seen till prefix used with SI unit. The prefix we have studied. Now from today we are going to start measuring length. Measuring length. It means how to measure a length. Our topic is measuring length. This topic we all know how to measure length. Measuring length. Basically we use measuring devices, measuring instrument for measuring length, like we use scale, we use meter scale, we use measuring tape. These are the measuring instrument which are being used for measuring the length. Length means if we want to measure the length of this line, suppose this line is AB and we want to measure the length of this line, how we will measure? Definitely we will use a measuring instrument. That means a scale. Suppose I have used a scale, and in scale you can see so many divisions, small divisions are there, so many small division. The big division like 0, 1, 2, 3, these are in centimeter, and the small division is in millimeter. Let us see how we will measure. First we will put 0, the first mark on the first point, and let us measure. We can see that it is more than 10, it is between 10 and 11. Let us calculate accurately. 10.1, 10.2, 10.3, 10.4. Like we have calculated this as 10.4 centimeter. This is the process for measuring length, and for measuring length we can use these instruments for measuring the length of any object, any line. Suppose if we want to measure the distance between two cities, then how we can measure? We have to use measuring devices like speedometer, which are fixed in motorcycle, car. These are the measuring devices. Now let us see next thing, that is some points are given which will make us easier for measuring the length. Like meter can be used as a unit. As we know that there are so many units are there, like centimeter is also a unit which is used for measuring small length. If we want to measure small length, we can use centimeter. If we want to measure medium length, we will use meter. If we want to measure large length, we will use kilometer. We have to use kilometer. Like this, here topic is saying meter can be used as a unit to measure the length of a table, since table is not so small and not so big. That's why we can use meter for measuring table. Length of a room, we can use meter for measuring the length of a room. Then height of a tree can also be measured in meter. Next, a pencil, notebook has small length. See, small length is there. That's why we will use centimeter for expressing the unit. Thickness of a coin, it can be measured in millimeter. One more unit is there, millimeter. Very small length, we can say very small length, like thickness of the coin we can use by measuring, by taking the unit millimeter. Now next topic is length measuring devices. As we have studied, there are so many length measuring devices. Here I have written also about length measuring devices. The first is scale. You can see in your book in page number 27 it's given scale. Meter scale, you might have seen in the tailor shop that they are keeping a wooden scale of length 1 meter that measures 1 meter, or a steel scale that is of 1 meter. Scale which we are using, small scale in our geometry box we are having. That big scale, this is of 1 feet, it means 30 centimeter. The length up to length is 30 centimeter. Measuring tape, you might have seen while in construction site, the laborers or the mistri, they are keeping the measuring tape for measuring the length. These are the measuring devices. Now next topic is how to measure the length of an object. This topic we also know, how to measure length of an object. This is the next topic, how to measure length of an object. How we will measure the length of an object? Suppose we have to measure this line, the same thing which we have done here, the same thing we are repeating. AB is a line, and if we want to measure the length of an object, we need one measuring device like scale, meter scale, measuring tape. These device we need. We have scale. I have a scale to measure the length of the line, that is the appropriate one also. How we will measure? First, this 0 point. This 0 point we will keep in the first point, and we will fix the scale in a straight way. We will not fix like this. We will not fix like this. We will fix on the path of the line. And we can see here, up to here it is the mark, and here we can see 8.5. The measurement is 8.5 centimeter. Like this we can measure the length of any object. If we want to measure the length of the cloth, you might have seen while purchasing the cloth for a stitching purpose, you might have seen that the shopkeeper is measuring the length of the cloth by a meter scale. That is the way of measuring the length of any object. Now our next topic is precaution. Precautions to be taken for measuring length using a scale. Precaution. What precaution? Precaution means savdhani. What precaution we are going to take for measuring the length using a scale? Suppose, let us repeat the same thing. I have drawn a line, and the name of the line I have taken AB. AB is the line. Now what are the precaution we have to take? This is a scale, and we know that counting is being started from 0 and onwards up to 30. This is a big scale. In the small scale it is up to 15. Now what precaution we have to take? We have to start from point 0, not from anywhere else. Suppose this is the end of the scale, we will not start from the end of the scale. From where we will start? From the first mark, that is 0 mark. This is the first precaution. The second precaution, we have to keep our scale on the line. We cannot keep our scale like this. We cannot keep our scale like this also. This will be the wrong measurement. If we have to measure accurately, we have to keep the scale on the line, on the path of the line. And how we have to see the measurement? We have to see perpendicularly, like this. Your eyes should be like this. If you are watching like this, if you are watching like this, you will get an error. See, like this. If this is the scale, here we can see 11.1 is the measurement. If you are watching from sideways, you will get wrong result. If you are watching from this side, you will also get wrong result. You have to watch vertically, simply straight down. You have to watch vertically downwards to get the accurate measurement. These are some of the precautions which we have to take while measuring the length. Here you can see in the example also. See this, when the person is watching it vertically, this is the correct way of measuring. When they are watching sideways, this is the wrong way. If we are measuring like this side, this is the wrong way. We have to measure it accurately, perpendicularly. This is the second precaution we have to take. The third precaution we have to take, that we have to start from 0. If we are starting, suppose we are starting from 2, then what we have to do? See here, when we are starting from 0, the counting is 11. If we are starting from 2, the counting is 13. Then what we have to do? We have to subtract 13 minus 2 to get the accurate measurement. These are the precautions which are being taken, which should be taken for measuring the length of any devices. Next we will see to measure the length of a curved line. Our next topic is to measure the length of a curved line. How we can measure the length of a curved line? Suppose this is a curve and we have to measure the length of this curve. How we can measure? We have to use thread for measuring the length of this curved line. Like this we have to measure in part by part. Like this we have to keep the thread in this path, and according to the path we have to measure the length of the line. Like this we have to measure the length of the line. Like this we can measure the length of any curve. Like in small part we can measure the length of a curve by using a thread. Suppose by using a thread we have measured this is the length of the curved line. Then what we have to do, we have to again get it back measured in a scale. Like we will put in 0, it is around 14.5. Then we can say that this curve measures 14.5 centimeter. Hope that this process is clear to you, and you can see in page number 29. In page number 29, activity is given for measuring the length of a curved line. Our next topic is measuring masses. As we all have studied that mass is the quantity of matter. This is the definition of mass. Quantity of matter contained in an object. Mass is the quantity of matter contained in an object. This is the definition of mass. Now we all know how to measure mass. We have seen in so many places the example of measuring masses. Like we have seen beam balance in shop, beam balance in shop. In vegetable market we have seen beam balance. By the help of beam balance we are able to measure the mass. Now for measuring mass there are some unit also. Like the smaller unit is gram. If the object is very much having very small and very lightweight, we can measure it by gram. If the object is little bit heavy, we can measure in kilogram. If the object is much heavy, we can measure in quintal. If the object is more heavier than the quintal also, then we can measure in ton. Like gram, kilogram. 1000 gram is equal to 1 kilogram. 100 kg is equal to 1 quintal, and 1000 kg is equal to 1 ton. These are the measurement. We will use the unit as per our convenience. If the object is small and in light in weight, then we will use gram. Suppose if we want to measure gold, so basically gold is measured in gram. If we want to measure the vegetable is measured in kg. If we want to measure sack of rice, sack of wheat, that will be measured in quintal. If we want to measure the truck, weight of mass of truck, it will be measured in ton. So these are the unit which are being used for measuring the object according to our convenience. If the object is light, we will use in gram. If the object is little bit more heavy, we will use kilogram. If the object is more heavier than kilogram, it means big, we will measure in quintal. If the object is more than quintal, we will measure in ton. Hope that this topic is clear to you. Next topic we will see mass measuring devices. Next topic is mass measuring devices. There are some devices which are being used for measuring mass. The first mass measuring device is beam balance. This beam balance we have seen in shop. Then in vegetable market, the vegetable vendor used to measure the vegetables in beam balance. You can see the figure of beam balance in page number 31. It is given in your book. The second measuring devices is physical balance. Physical balance. This physical balance also you can see the diagram given in page number 31. It is also a type of beam balance which is highly modified so that to get the accurate measurement. Like physical balance is used to measure gold. The costlier devices we are using for measuring the physical balance, like any chemical which we can measure by using physical balance. The next type of measuring devices is electronic balance. Electronic balance. This electronic balance is the new way of measuring the mass. You might have seen in kirana shop. In shop you can see, and you can see the diagram given in page number 30 to get it more understand. Let me show the diagram. This is the electronic balance you have seen in most of the shop. Now they are using electronic balance. Then you can see this one is physical balance. This one a structure is being made, and inside that beam balance is there for making accurate measurement and small measurement. Now this is the figure of beam balance. Hope that mass measuring device is quite clear to you, and your task is to read the book. Today I will send you a link for submitting the homework, in which you will get 5 questions as a homework, and you have to search the answer from the book and you have to submit your homework. Next we will do in the next class, in the next video we will do measuring time.